please subscribe. Thank you.
Cardi did not ask me to be on her new album. I probably just will do better for her. You'd be surprised. Like most of the people who I speak with in this business, very well known, some not as well known. I talk to them regularly, or just when they need to speak. And a lot of times it's just because they want to get something off their chest. They want to receive some wisdom about the business because I've been in it for almost 35 years. And sometimes it's just because they want somebody to just listen or say a word of prayer with them. Like, honestly, I don't talk about all of the people that I know you asked because we posted the picture, but she literally was just, hey, Coco Chanel with your fine self. I want you to know I've been peeping you. So yeah, you just threw me off guard, Nikki, with your fine self. Lady Coco Chanel. Dang, you threw me way off guard. What was I saying? Okay, so dang it, you really threw me off guard. You threw me off guard. I must need to see you. But I do want to tell you, I've been seeing your photos and you look amazing and you helped me get myself all the way together. I done lost like 40 pounds in the last 3.5 months. My husband as well. Thank you for asking. I was talking about Cardi B. Yeah, I think the best thing that I can do. Hey, Vaughn, we do need to talk. Yes, let me know when. Honestly, we took the picture you're asking about. I know she wanted it posted because she was like freaking out. But the best thing I can do for Cardi is be available to her if she wants prayer or if she just want to have a conversation or that kind of thing. And I just watch like the rest of us do. And I don't wish bad on people. I think, you see, somebody said I look 13 years old. God bless you. This is 52 with good genes and God's grace. I think the best thing I can do is just be available to her personally. Hi, Lucinda. You're a talented sister. I did not go to the Chris Brown concert. Several people that I knew were there. Told me they had a really good time. He's going to always give you a great show. So yeah, Cardi. She showed a lot of love. I think the best thing I can be for her is somebody who's available. For her to talk to them, get some wisdom if she wants prayer. Whatever the case may be, I'll pray with her. But as an artist, I will say this, and I don't think people really understand. You do get a lot of love. Whenever it was time for me to drop a new project, and I was getting ready to hit the road on a new project, my pastor would pray for me, like right before the record came out, and right before I had to hit the road. And he said it in a way that I knew what he was saying was correct, but it gave a perspective that people didn't get. I love the love that I received from y'all, but everybody that's watching isn't watching because they like me or they like my music or they love me or they want to see me win. Hey, Lunel, I got to tell you something. I miss you. So we deal with all of that, right? And it's fine. And it's spiritual, right? It's spiritual. So just like you say, I'm going to send you good vibes. I'm going to pray for you. Do you know that there are people that sit on the other side that do the same thing? So it's a constant battle. And if you can believe that I can feel you when I'm on the stage, and I can, which is the reason why a lot of times I'll veer off into something else that's not necessarily a part of what I planned to do when I was singing, because I can feel y'all pulling on me. If you believe that, then believe I can feel when people are pulling on me too. They pulling on me because they want something spiritual. They're pulling on me because they want something. They need to hear something that's going to make it make sense for them in that moment. But there are people that are pulling on me spiritually for other reasons too, and sending things my way for other reasons too. And that's a 24-hour-a-day thing. So if you don't get it, I get that you don't get it, but I tend not to speak on things that I don't get. So and that last video that went up from the airplane, I didn't even realize that it had gone up because it didn't go up before we took off, and it didn't go up the entire time I was in the air. I couldn't get a signal, so I forgot about it. So I think it might have went up yesterday and you all saw it, but that video was 2 days ago or something like that, when I was on a plane after being grounded for 2 days because I couldn't get on a plane. And the only thing I can say is we were not told. It was not weather. I thought maybe it was mechanical. It was not mechanical. It had I need to be careful. It had everything to do with what's going on in the world right now. I don't know if you all heard about, everybody's been talking about losing their jobs because of their positions that they're taking on what's going on in the world politically and that kind of thing. There was a whole crew of pilots that got suspended by a major airline earlier this week. So a lot of people ended up with messed up flights because their pilot being suspended perhaps affected their ability to fly. And just know that the pilots were suspended because of the political position they took, and I'm going to leave it at that. It took me 2 days to get home. I kept getting pushed back. And by the time I had gotten on the plane, I had already ran out of clothes. I had to buy underwear and stuff from CVS and all that stuff. It goes with the traveling thing. And I experience travel craziness more than the average person because I travel for a living. Like, travel is a part of my job. And again, I didn't even realize that the video went on and put itself up because it didn't go up the day that I put it up. And I was so tired when I came home, I took a shower and got into bed. And when I woke up, I went back to sleep. So I'm just getting around to seeing a lot of this stuff. And I think I probably was trying to respond. I tried to respond to a couple of people. And I was looking at it, I was going, it looks like I'm out of my mind. What in the hell am I talking about? But I was really trying to warn you all. And I was doing it with a smile on my face. The lead flight attendant and the one who was next in command, were both black women. And they were annoyed with what was happening because they were trying to get the lady not to go in there. And she pushed her way past them and walked in there. And she did her thing. And she gave that smile, ding, with her beautiful blonde hair. And the flight attendants, who look like me and you, were annoyed because even with them trying to do their job, because she, they made an excuse for it. So they weren't even allowed to do their jobs. Under normal circumstances, had they not tried to stop her, like if they didn't try to stop her, that would have been their jobs because they're responsible for protecting the pilots while they serve us. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, people were saying they didn't understand, and I'm like, but the video literally went up. Like 24 hours later, and I had forgotten that I made the video. But yeah, so that's what that was about, if anybody was asking. And so I'm literally, thank you, sir, Paris 313. It's called privilege, and it's not privilege that we have. That's basically what I was saying. Hey, from Portugal, I've never been there. I would love to go. that said, I want to warn you guys that with what's going on right now, and I'm not one that has always done a lot of talking. I don't I'll post to social media, like post clips and that kind of thing. I don't really give a whole lot of opinionated stuff. It seems like when I do, a lot of you have a problem with it. So, again, unfollow. I didn't ask you to be here. And I mean that. Like, I don't. If I was a 52-year-old woman who lived on your block and offered you wisdom, well, it depends on who you are, because everybody's not smart enough to hear wisdom. But if I were a 52-year-old woman who lived on your block and I wasn't Kelly Price and I was trying to give you some information that would help you, honestly, it's just the way that I was giving it. Or perhaps it's because it was me that was giving it. But I just want y'all to know, like, it's real out here. You listening to people who are losing their jobs over voicing their opinion. You said, so what I'm hearing is I speak truth and people can't stand it. That's about right. Look for me and the Queen of Accountability. We're getting ready to do something next week. And it's definitely going to be everything about what you just said. Yeah, you said you've been doing a lot of driving to your singing engagements. I understand why, but even with that, look at what's going on. Please be careful. Don't drive alone, Lucinda. I'm talking to you. Don't drive alone. I know what you're saying. I would go as far as to say is maybe have someone with you who is licensed to carry in multiple states in the car with you. I was in Mississippi on a college campus for my concert the night before that young man's body was found hanging from a tree on a college campus in Mississippi. National news is not covering this. I'm trying to remind y'all. They looking at us and they saying, they not like us. They not like us. They not like us. I'm telling you. That's all they see. Just be careful. Y'all be careful, be careful, be careful. I really be trying to help y'all. I swear to God. I just be trying to help y'all. The way the climate of the world is, you can do something. You can do something that wasn't a problem 30 days ago. That can put you in a situation where your life is at risk today, doing that exact same thing. So I care enough to say something. And to the lady, I hope she already blocked herself, because I told her I was going to block her if she didn't. But to the lady who says, I just seem so bitter. I just come across so bitter. I'm not bitter. She said I was bitter because the people were talking about how fat I was and how my clothes look horrible. I can wear a skin-tight dress and have my boobies out and wear 6-inch heels. Anybody that's been a follower knows that I was the queen of a 6-inch heel for a very long time. But when my feet hurt, I'm going to stop singing. So you're going to get about 2.5 shows. Pick your poison. I prefer to have a great show and be comfortable. Yeah, it was a sister who came to tell me that I just seem to be so bitter now. You're just so bitter now. No, I'm actually just speaking out on the things that have always been happening. Let me help you. Cancel culture is bullying with a different name. So all y'all people out there who want to call people bullies and all that kind of stuff, but you'll jump on a cancel culture, but cancel this one, cancel that one, cancel that. That's bullying. Do you know how many times a day somebody comes in my DMs and calls me out of my name, be it racist, misogynistic, body shaming? That's a daily thing, along with the people that send stuff asking me to send money to their GoFundMes. But then I go to their pages and they're in the club every weekend. I mean, make it make sense, right? I just don't say anything about it. I mean, why would I? Why would I? I can't stop it from happening. I wouldn't even be on social media if I didn't have to be. And I said, yes, have to be. It's pretty much a requirement these days, because whether you're releasing music or doing concerts, whoever's investing in you wants to know that you have the ability to have an audience that you can get to immediately to make announcements to about where you're going to be or if you have new music coming. So, I'm not, so to the sister who told me that I just seem to be so bitter, no, I'm just stepping into my unapologetic era, and I intend to never leave, and nobody ever has to worry about meeting that side of me if they don't come at me sideways. How simple is that? Like, that's simple, right? You don't ever have to worry about meeting that side of me if you don't come at me sideways. It wouldn't be any different if I was the lady that lived down the street from you and you were talking crazy to me. You would get that same energy returned. I'm not supposed to return that energy. Why? Because I need to be the Kelly Price in your head? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. The news, somebody said it's crazy what the news doesn't report. So if you want to hear about the young man, and they're calling it suicide, by the way. I'm sorry, I meant to tell you all that. Even though he had broken limbs, like when I say limbs, I mean legs and arms. First and foremost, I don't know a black man who, if they chose to end their life, would do it by hanging themselves from a tree. I don't even know if that's humanly possible or physically possible. But you don't hear about that. And actually, that happened within days of the other thing that we're all hearing about 24 hours a day right now. So just kind of want to give you guys a head up. The rules were never the same, but they're not even that anymore. So I just want you guys to be careful.